I'm from South Carolina. I moved out here, and they had me thinking Orange County was just the Holy Grail. Oh, you go to Orange County, they got that money in Orange County.
I'm from LA.
So, bro, I'm gonna have to take a detour real quick, put me on game about to right, and then we'll get back on track. Don't lose your train of thought.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the LA Rams, but
Whoa, let's talk about this. Hold on. Sometimes you just gotta go with how you feel.
I am old enough to remember a time where it was weird to be on the internet.
My name is Trey Hatton.
This is Rob Palacio. This is gonna be a beautiful thing for sure.
Okay, so first things first, college football. I always got to ask. I'm a sports guy. So I know you basketball, Justin, but do you have a favorite football team?
Currently, I don't.
Not even NFL or college?
My family's a big 49er fan.
Okay.
But I don't follow as much as I should to keep track with their stories and their transactions. But I mean, it interests me, but I'm not
in it like that.
Yeah.
Yep. No, yeah. I know it. Ra. Tell the people. They remind them.
Everybody knows. I'm a Patriots fan.
But who's your college team?
College, I mean, hometown USC. So,
Is that just like a Southern thing? Like, we take college football so serious.
Yeah.
We do. Like, college football in the South is like, that's people work all week to be like,
yeah,
I'm watching the game this weekend. You know what I mean? For college football.
My only explanation is like, I gravitate towards NFL teams because I grew up in big city LA. So,
okay.
It's an NFL town, right?
Yeah.
So even when the Raiders weren't there, which they were when I was a kid, it just is what it is.
What year was that? I'm just curious.
I think the Raiders left in...
I'll be 87.
No, the second time.
89?
It was the 90s. It was like 90... I'm going to say like 94. Somewhere in there.
Yeah?
It was a while, yeah.
And that makes sense, though. Honestly,
I was like a preteen when they left.
Y'all got to excuse me. I'm not from here. So I know I'm South Carolina, but that just makes sense. I've always wondered why there's so many Raiders fans in SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always wondered that. Like, there's a ton of Raider fans here. Like,
yeah, because the team is originally, I think, from LA.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then they moved to Oakland.
And they moved back to LA.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then they moved back to Oakland, and then they moved to Vegas.
I don't know what they want to do.
Issues.
Have to be more careful.
It's their owner.
Yeah, but Pete Carroll can get them right this year. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I got plans to do this weekend. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, this is my favorite time of the year. Best month of the year is, without a shadow of doubt, November. Playoff baseball. Yeah. The beginning of basketball. In the middle of the season for football.
You're not wrong.
I never
thought of it like that.
November.
Everything's rolling.
Everything, even hockey going.
Yeah.
It's the best month of the year.
Right.
And that's my favorite holiday.
Wow. When's your birthday?
Thanksgiving.
When's your birthday?
Oh, March 25th.
Okay.
Thanksgiving. Oh, I love me some Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving, you get football, basketball game, and you already know who won the World Series. I love Thanksgiving. Yeah. I love, bro, every year. Every year,
wow.
Like I be so dialed into it now. I be dialed in. I don't mess around now.
You're not wrong. I never thought about it.
Oh yeah,
not one time,
bro.
Yeah, that's a busy month.
Yeah, there's a moment where you lose basketball after the playoffs, and there's dry before the draft. It's like 3 weeks, a month, and then the draft starts getting exciting. The NFL, and then finally they come to training camp. Then you start getting all the gossip and the.
And that's just talk.
From there.
That's just hearsay. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I cannot even. We talked about it last podcast. I can't even do the preseason. Like, I can't watch preseason.
I don't watch preseason. I can't do it.
I can't do it, bro. Because you look and you like, oh shoot, your team might win 42-7.
Yeah,
you're like, we looking good this year,
Yeah, but don't
game
mean
one
nothing.
get blowed out.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to that mess, man. But I mean,
But the development of it, though, of the players, the up and coming, you're not interested in that?
I be looking, but I feel like for the NFL, not necessarily for basketball, a lot of players don't even see the field because they already got their guys that they send out there, and the people that they drafted first, second round, they probably played the first preseason game.
Yeah,
they took 12 snaps.
Yeah,
and they sitting them.
Yeah,
that's how they. I do. So like with Shador. Shador's played twice already, right? Everybody, the whole world's watching Shador Sanders. He played game one, played all right. Played last week. He didn't play as good, but that's rare even for. And I think he's playing that much because he went so late.
Yeah,
like later picks. Like Dylan Gabriel only played one game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and Deshaun split minutes.
Yeah,
and then Joe Flacco and Shador split minutes. And so it's like just trying to keep up with that. And I think honestly, I hate to say this because I don't like being like that, but Cleveland know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like he's so marketable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he's marketable. So like, of course, even if they didn't want to play him multiple times, like why would you not want to put him on the field? Views go up, jersey sale.
Yeah, people are talking more.
You making money.
In the news.
Who's in this? No disrespect to the Cleveland Browns, but who in the last 30 years has been tuned in to a Cleveland Brown preseason game?
Yeah, you might be right about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and so with that comes, okay, now they, not saying that his skill isn't enough. I'm just saying that they have to make a business decision, right?
Right.
If we cut this guy, we're cutting X amount of dollars as well. That family is branded. They're literally. You don't think the Sanders are a brand?
No, the Sanders are not branded. Deion Sanders is branded.
Well,
no, it's just it's good. What do you call? It's TV for right now. You want to see what happens to us. His other son just got cut. They let him go. They waived him.
Well, yeah, I played against him in college.
Oh yeah, so Shiloh just got cut. So
he's 5'10", bro. There's no 5'10" safeties in there.
Yeah, but he already acting up. So like
Facts. Well, you know that.
Yeah, they like we're done. We don't need that. So he's gone. You know what I mean? So there's a point, and then you're gonna need return, right? Like what happened with Baker Mayfield. Right? Yeah. Came and went, and then they have to offload him. Now he's somewhere else.
But he balling in Tampa Bay.
Well, now, but this is what he was a Brown. He was a Carolina Panther.
He was a Panther.
He was a Ram for like half a season, and now he's where he's at.
Wow.
He had to reinvent the wheel.
Well, you got to travel to find your home, though. It's all about opportunity, depending on the who's making the decision. You're not in control of that, so you're just in control of how you play.
But he was acting up a little bit, though. But I mean, I think for some athletes, like the Sanders kids, if your parent made it on a high level in the league, and I'm not saying you walked in, but like you had eyes on you from birth because you were able to get that training and all that, like that doesn't give you an excuse to not work hard and mind your P's and Q's and do all the right things, right?
Ooh.
So I know Shador worked hard. I'm never going to take that from him.
I'm hearing you.
But, you're not crossing your T's and dotting your I's because your dad is the great prime time. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to be enough.
I'm biased. I'm a Shador fan. I'm a Shador fan. I'm sorry. I want him to
He's interesting. I'm just not sold yet. I'd rather watch a few other people than watch him. So,
I get you. No.
But he can get my attention. I know who his daddy is. I grew up on his daddy.
Facts. He just got a ball first.
He got a ball first.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But he needs the opportunity.
He does. I'm with that.
Yeah. No,
But I watched Shifting Sports. I watched Klay Thompson do it. I watched Steph Curry do it. I saw both their daddies play. They were at the end of their career when I started.
But they done take it to a whole nother level.
But this is what I mean. I'm like, I don't care what sort of nepotism you get.
Yep.
Like, if you don't work hard, you're not going to be great. And both those dudes are great.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, they took that to the next level, right? Champions. So,
and like you said, to your point, you made a point. Me and you were just talking the other day, and you said that's like the only father-son, tandem that has exceeded their father in sports. You can look at any past.
They are greater than their fathers. Yeah.
Father-son relationship.
Well, Kobe and
okay.
and
Kobe
Joe.
would be one.
That's
yeah.
right. I forgot about it. But
sure.
but those guys, their father set the bar right, and they went like way next level with it, right?
But I would argue at least Michael Thompson, Dale Curry, like those were household names in the NBA. Like you know who those people are. I'm not sure if people really remember Kobe Bryant's dad.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Kobe Bryant, like I don't know if you ever mentioned that name.
I didn't think about that. Honestly, I didn't even know that for real until Justin just said that about his pops.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me. So how many years did he play in the league? Just off top,
less than 4. It was off and on because he had a little case that he was dealing with, but in teams didn't want to
deal with it. They didn't
want to deal with this, so he ended up going. He ended up like doing some random job that somebody said, "Why don't you go to Europe?" So that's when he went to. He played in Europe, took his family over there to Italy, and then that's that.
You just put me on game. And then Kobe grew up a little for a while in overseas.
In Philly, a little bit.
Philly.
Yeah.
In Philly first, and then he moved to, I think, Italy when he was 6 to I think, 11 or 12.
Okay.
And then he came back.
Heck yeah, I did not know that. But y'all both said something good, but it's all about opportunity. I do think Shedeur is going to get the opportunity. I don't think it's going to be to the effect and to his benefit, though.
Right.
I'm going to say that. I think he's going to get put in a tough situation that nobody could really handle unless you're Patrick Mahomes or John. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, how are you going to be great?
That's
right?
true.
Like you can go down the line, right? At some point, Peyton Manning had to step up. Tom Brady had to step up.
I mean, you got to understand what happened to Tom Brady when Bledsoe went out.
We talked about that.
That was he got hurt, concussion, and then boom, he came in and then lost his spot.
Right. You're up.
Because Brady was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready.
And
he
Tom
took
Brady
advantage
doesn't
of the
do what he
opportunity.
does. Like that's it.
Yeah. They did Bledsoe wrong, man. They did Bledsoe wrong, man.
It's crazy.
Man, you go back to work, man.
That's sports, man.
Bro, that's life.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You take a couple sick days.
Absolutely.
Right.
That cat that's been grinding, you come back.
Absolutely.
Your studs have been moved over to the back.
I always tell people you're one injury away from losing your spot.
Yes.
Like they ain't gonna. If someone comes in and does what they got to do, that's next man up.
Shout out to Bledsoe though. I don't, as a mentality wise, I like to think when I played competitively, I had a mentality about myself. But having to go from that to taking the back seat because they were successful in the Bledsoe.
Yeah.
They were successful. They weren't not a.
It's the system. I believe it's a system. There's a lot of coaches.
Brady won in Tampa though. That's all.
Yeah, but I mean, he was already proven.
Yeah,
true. He needed a system to support his skill set.
Yep.
Right. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the second string quarterback comes in and he manages the situation, and you wait for the big boy to come.
But he won.
Yeah.
Right. That it just so happens
he won.
Brady was next.
He's Tom Brady.
Well, he was just Tom Brady at that time. Then he became Tom Brady.
What was it 7 round, 6 round?
6th round.
Did you see his combine, his runs and agility?
I watched all of it, but it looked terrible.
It looked like a guy from Staples.
You just grab him. Hey, man, come run this for me.
What's crazy is he was so slow that at 40-something years old, he actually ran faster. He beat his own 40.
You lying.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. That makes sense. Shoot.
Yeah, because he was in better health. I guess. Like
I'm real child. That just gave me chills. That just goes to show the work he put in over that long career, though. He went from, what some people would call the prime in their lives, right, to a faster 40 at 40 years old, which is pretty remarkable, bro. When you think about it on that scale of being a professional athlete, and when I mean professional, I'm talking about your diet, your how you carry yourself out, like a professional, bro.
Yeah,
like that is. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, if you break down Tom Brady's career, right, like he had 3 careers. If you think about it, like, and he won Super Bowl in all 3 of those careers. It was 20s, it was 30s, and then his 40s. If you and all 3 of those careers are Hall of Fame careers. This is why they call him the greatest of all time.
Oh no, I know that.
Like
he ain't.
because of that same commitment, the working hard, the not never taking it for granted, the always being professional, taking care of his body, all those things, like usually people fail at something, and he did them all on.
I mean, if you could say his marriage,
Okay. Right.
So if you want to do all the steps, career wise, football wise, that's a different story. But when you're talking about just overall, you always look at big picture. So
I'm sorry, I know this off subject. I'm sitting here, this TV is on. It's looking like the Browns just let Deshaun go. So Shador made the QB room for the Browns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It just popped up on the screen. I'm sitting over here listening to y'all.
Wow.
And we was talking about that. I told you, he's going to be given a chance.
What wasn't Deshaun?
I think.
Didn't he get guaranteed something like $200
million? He's going to get paid. I think they just going to let him go. He ain't did nothing. Joe Flacco came in and finished the season last year.
I don't
It's the Browns, bro.
People get money like that
for free.
I don't understand that.
And with all that, it's a whole nother thing. But all the stuff that Deshaun Watson came with, and for them to sign him immediately was mind blowing to me.
Yeah, something.
Oh, bro,
I don't understand that.
We got cats out here that's working overtime for a position.
Yeah,
that
I don't understand that.
Keep their nose clean.
Yeah, don't understand that.
He didn't do that well in Houston.
No.
He didn't do that well in Houston.
I mean, if you really want to go there, y'all remember Andrew Bynum?
Yeah.
What happened with Andrew Bynum?
Andrew Bynum got all that money real quick, got hurt.
Yeah.
Did that a few times over, and then was like, you know what? I'm young. I don't have to work that hard anymore. I'll just collect these checks. So he'd come back, look promising, and be like, oh, I don't feel well.
Did you say Embiid?
No.
Oh, I thought you said
Embiid for the Lakers. Yeah.
I thought you said, because Embiid doing the same thing.
Well, he really big and really be getting hurt.
I'll just play.
Yeah. But, he did that. And then after he retired or was about to retire, he gets let go. He goes, you know what? I feel better. I've been training. I'm okay. Get the Indiana Pacers to sign him. They gave him a crazy amount of money and then turn around. Oh, my leg hurt again. My back hurt. I'm retired now.
Oh, he was finessing.
Yeah. He just collected checks. And then it would catch him at the bowling alley and doing all kind of stuff he shouldn't have been doing because he was supposed to be hurt. Collecting checks. And he actually admitted it. He was like, why would I spend the rest of my life?
Man, it's kind of like when you're in...
That's selfish, though.
When you're in it, in the grind, and you're like, your mind made up and you're done with it.
Yeah.
You can easily lose that passion and that drive, especially if you got money in the bank account.
Yep.
I mean, that happens to a lot of players. So,
like that?
Yeah. A lot of people don't, once they get that check, it's like
the passion just go.
That's why you work so hard to get that check. Most people, if they're driven by money, once they get that check, then they're like, oh, I made it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people driven by passion, the love, the wanting to win a championship, the steps it takes, So, and the ones that are that, you got the Kobe's, Jordan, Bronze, Steph, Clay, Kyrie, like they want it, like they love the game.
But do you think it's like a lost thought process now because the money is so great and so many people are getting that kind of money?
Yeah, the money is not. They're chasing the wrong thing, and that's leading them to bad decisions and not understanding the value of that money. It's more about the process of getting it and excelling in that skill set, those traits that push you through the adversities that you got to go through that build the character. You have millionaires walking around with no character and just thinking they're deserving when they're just more talented than the next person. That doesn't make them a good person. So it's just crazy to me.
Then. You said something just then. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now it's funny how, because I just feel like even with the money that's being given out in the NBA, I just remember, and I'm young, but I just remember the contracts being so much smaller.
Yeah.
In the NBA. Not in smaller, right? I'm not a millionaire, but I'm just saying they're signing ridiculous contracts to role players. The role players are now getting paid what a starter at his position, dominating his position.
Superstar.
Would have been getting paid in like.
Absolutely.
And it is insane to me. It is like, bro.
And then you don't, I mean, if you think about it, let's take your story, right? Come from a small town. You play college ball. You make it to the league.
Man, I just missed that NIL.
Right? and they give you more money than you even know what to do with. You have zero concept of money.
Oh, I don't.
Zero concept of life. Like, it's going to be easy to, as they say, run amok and do whatever.
But that's where what he was saying too. I think, and this is just a little backstory about me. Before I even fell in love with sports, I fell in love with the weight room. And I lead with that because training was everything for me. Mm-hmm. I derived my confidence from training. I derived my character. I hate to say it, but I kind of derived a little bit of my personality, a little bit of the bravado, the yelling. I'm loud. I'm energetic. I got that from the weight room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got all that. So for me, it's hard for me to understand how a player who is given so much time to something can give it up so easily. That's my only.
Yeah.
That's if anything, and right, I don't have money, right? I haven't gotten paid. So no, I cannot relate to a millionaire. But what I'm saying is, with more money gives you more time. So that means, you mean to tell me if I got paid more, I could focus more on my sport?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sign me up. And I think, and I'm just bringing it up because I'm looking at it. Kobe did that at the highest level, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gave him funds, you gave him facilities, and he maxed it out. Like as much as you can max it out.
Yeah.
Like he to the T.
But there's a lot of NBA players. DeMar DeRozan said this. You have guys in the league that don't even work out. You have guys in the league that just play video games. They go to practice and then they leave and they're like, they don't put the extra work in. So he sees it all the time. So that's majority of professionals. A lot they're just gifted and they practice enough to be good, and then they're content with wherever they are. But then you got the ones that are driven by the passion, by the journey of it, the process, like the daily deposits. Those are the ones that understand, and those are the ones that have long careers because they live it. And you can't blame a lot of people that kind of get discouraged and kind of fall off, because dealing with injuries is really mentally draining. Especially Bynum, he had his knees, and you got to deal with expectation and pressure. That's a lot. I mean, any mind can struggle with that, and they're on a microscope playing in LA.
Right.
You can't run from it.
You can't do nothing.
So he probably wants his life back. It was like, it's different when you're in the shoes. Yeah. It's easy to talk about it when you ain't wearing those shoes.
Right.
Facts.
So,
especially if you haven't actually really been through it. Like, I had my first major injury a couple years ago.
Your Achilles?
And literally, I can understand now after having that injury, even though like there was no reason for me to even do that, and I was in a lot of pain.
What were you doing when you tore your
Achilles? Basketball.
Oh, okay.
But I can see how Kobe Bryant was able to shoot free throws. I can see how he was physically able to do it. Was I in the mood for that? Hell no. I'm not. I also don't get paid. I don't get paid to play basketball. But I do know that rehab, I don't wish that injury on my worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that took everything out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the first couple of weeks, I was like, okay, I'll be fine. This is not that bad. And I literally got depressed. I felt depression in my life for the first time behind that injury.
Yeah, injuries, man, will do it to you.
Yeah. So, to be because they put you on a timeline. You should be healed in this amount of time because we're paying you. You need to be back on the team. You need to be performing. So if you add that factor into it, and then the world is judging you, right? Oh, he ain't back yet. He's a bum. Blah, 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 Like that's a lot of pressure.
No, I know, bro, but that's and so it became so what's the word I'm looking for? It became so like every athlete is so touchable now, right? Because of social media.
Yeah.
I know it's another word I'm looking for, but you can't even go on the internet if something happened, right? Outside of you being a winner, you might as well go ahead and shut it down, just go lay down.
But you need to anyway.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying
people are on social media too much and they care too much.
But you don't understand, these people, even their families, you don't know what your family got tied up behind you. You know what I mean? Dealings they doing. Now they hitting you with a different motive. I think about stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. You know, y'all right. You're right. I've been blessed. I used to always be mad that I wasn't a little faster, a little stronger. But I guess my blessing came from an injury-free playing career. Like when I played, I never had a major injury when I played sports. Like now recently I messed up my meniscus, but I'm a dad now. I shouldn't be out there doing nothing to hurt myself anyway. But when I played, the most I ever did was roll my ankle.
Okay.
And I got used to that. I could roll my ankle, go to the treatment, 2 days, get a little stem and ice, put some heat on it, I'll be back out on the field. That was just like a little nagging thing that happened throughout my career. But, you know, to your point, even rolling my ankle and having to do the little slant board, which I know you had to do, they used to make me do that every morning at 5 a.m. So I can only imagine and you up in there like, man, they yelling at you. Come, you don't want to play again. Yeah. That joke is aggravating. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now imagine when someone is financing you.
Yeah.
And you've been paid millions of dollars to fill a stadium.
Yeah.
Right? So you add that to the equation.
You're right.
It is crazy.
No, it's a hot mess. Yeah. I'm thinking about my treatment days now, man. I hate so this is how it goes. And I'm gonna ask you too, Justin, because I'm looking about your college, how everything flowed. But as a freshman, you come in, you almost feel when you go into your freshman year of college, you almost feel like you can't be hurt. There's, I don't know, I had this type of aura around me. I would see the older guys going into treatment, and I'd be like,
yeah, why you hurt?
Why y'all beat up?
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all? I ain't never going to be in there. Wrong with them. They going in there getting ice every day. Now, I always did the cold tub. I've done the cold tub my whole life.
Yeah.
That's been when you go hard, you gotta recover in that capacity, right? Yeah. But never to the effect of putting a heating pack on my back.
Yeah.
Or on my hamstring before I go.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Or the stem.
Yeah. The warm up before the warm up.
So my sophomore year, I had like this little nagging little, toe thing that was going on. I was like, no, I'm going to go to treatment. So now they got me in there doing like the ankle ABC. I'm getting to know the training style. Fast forward to my junior year, I'm like, ooh, my hip been killing me a lot lately. Like my hip is really bothering me. I'm in treatment. Now I'm in treatment 3 days a week, no matter what, by my junior year. I went from never being in there, right? Only going in there after like a 2-a-day practice for the cold tub. Fast forward to my senior year. I was a red shirt, so I had my senior year, my red shirt senior year, or my red shirt freshman year, and then my senior year. But my senior year will be in year 4. I was in there 4 days a week. I was getting a little stem on my ankle. I hit the hot tub. I do some slant board, get the body loose. I get on the bike to get my body warm before I go out there. And then one day it just dawned on me, man, I'm an old head. I seen all the freshmen walking in. It hit hard. Yeah. I seen all them boys. Look at y'all in there in treatment. It was like full circle, bro. Oh, it was crazy, bro.
You always got to have those moments, man. They're humbling experiences that just make you a better person.
That just hurt, though.
Yeah.
I was like, 4 years ago, my body was untouchable.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of pounding you put your body through, and you got to respect it with rehab, with recovery. It doesn't mean that you getting old. It just means you're getting smarter.
Yeah.
You're getting wiser.
And honestly, man, I wish I would have done it more in my freshman year. I don't think I would have had as many issues had I been seeing them about anything that nagged me.
Yeah.
Like my nagging things, I was just like, oh, I'm going to sleep it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that compounded over time. And by the time my last year came, I was like hanging on by a thread. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially my hamstring. Mm-hmm. I've always had hamstring issues. Always. Never tore anything, but tight. Just tight. Can't get into a full stride. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Always. I got one time, I think I like tweaked it. The next day, I was like limping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hamstrings always been a big deal for me. But Justin, I'm looking. I didn't know this. You went to University of Hawaii?
Hawaii at Hilo.
Where's that?
Hawaii on the Big Island. It's Division II. Yeah.
And you hoop?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah.
How was that?
An experience. The island life is being on a rock. It's different. The first 2 weeks was absolutely amazing because I was in Hawaii, never been to Hawaii. You always think of Hawaii like, oh, paradise. Like when people would meet you, they would come and give you a kiss on the cheek. So I thought like I was the hottest thing around. I think everyone was feeling me.
Facts.
So that was a experience, but it's just aloha spirit they have, real laid back, real chill, but then realize you see the same people over and over again. It's a total different way of life.
I'm used to that.
You feel like you're in a different country. And then getting homesick was really tough. So after the first 2 weeks, there was like a period of like 3 months where I was like, man, I don't know if I could do this. And then I just started started locking in more on my craft and the reasons why I was there. And then with school and the hoop. So I just started locking in on that. And then I just started sharpening my knife.
Yeah, you started going in.
Yeah.
And when did you fall in love with ball though? Never trying to be a football player? Like,
I couldn't because when I was 7, I fell out of a car and smacked my head on the on-ramp of on the freeway. So I got diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 11. So I kept having seizures, but then had my last seizure in 94. But I wanted to play football. I played flag football. So I played flag football, baseball, and basketball. My number one sport was baseball. Stopped my freshman year because I got hit in the throat with the baseball, and then I couldn't recover. I was like flinching. Came back.
Wow.
Like I was all timid.
Like they hit it like you were pitching?
So I was throwing BP batting practice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a hot day, and the last pitch got hit in the outfield. And I just had my hands above my head like this just because I was winded. I was just tired. And the outfielder thought I had my hands up for a cutoff. So I wasn't paying attention. Like a cutoff is you throw it halfway so you're like the middle person. So that happened, and it just, I'm not even looking at it. Just feel a thump in my throat. It just smacked me in my throat.
Oh.
And I went down. I couldn't breathe. It felt like forever. Felt like I was about to die. And
did nothing break or nothing?
No, nothing. I was just out for a week. It was swollen. It was bruised.
Jeez, man,
and then and then a week later, I came back to practice, and just in warm-ups, you start off a drill where you just throw it 5 feet, 10 feet, then you get further and further out. Mm. And like as it started coming faster, I felt myself like
getting the head out of the way.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, then batting, I was flinching. I was like,
get to start all over from like.
Yeah, I was
Little
like,
League.
man, this is and in high school I was really good at Little League and Pony. Like I was getting really good, but then it started getting more intense. Mm-hmm. Like the pitches coming faster. Yeah. So it was like I was adjusting to the high school game. Like I was on the freshman team, but I was looking at JV and varsity like, oh, this is going to be challenging because I'm used to being the best player on my team, and right now I'm competing with some guys that are playing better than me. I know they are, so I need to figure out how to be better, but I don't know how I'm going to be better. And then that's like when it happened. it was like a turning point to where I was trying to figure out, and I knew I had to improve, but and I knew I was lacking. I needed to find some type of edge, and then boom, it happened, and that's when I started focusing on basketball.
Yeah, but you didn't have to that effect. But basketball didn't bother you. I mean, I know it's a bigger ball and all, but just the contact, because basketball is a contact sport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That aspect didn't even register.
No, physicality of things don't. It never steered me away
of the ball.
Yeah,
of the baseball.
Yeah, just the flinch, the speed, and the it was. I used to like if it hit me, it was fine. I wasn't scared of the baseball, but then I started getting timid of the baseball.
Ooh.
And then that's when it was. You can't be timid of baseball.
You cannot.
It's milliseconds. Yeah. It's like, so you got to be on point. So and I didn't have that. So I had to make
the first thing. Like when I used to coach softball, girls softball, that's the first thing you coach out of girls, to not be afraid.
Yeah,
especially like the catcher. Like by the time Haley was in 8U, those girls are throwing at 40 miles an hour. They're pitching at 40 miles an hour. Like
I played all positions too. I was catcher, I was pitcher, center field, shortstop. And I loved being a catcher until I started messing up my thumb. Okay. As you get older, better pitches, better higher speeds. Mm-hmm. So like catching curveballs and stuff, I'd catch it wrong and pop my thumb, and then like, damn. Mm-hmm. But I was never scared to dig it out. Yeah. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing was getting past me.
Yeah.
So that there was a competitive spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna catch everything. I'm gonna throw you out. I'm gonna make sure that like you ain't gonna try to steal a base. I'm gonna keep you on the base. You know. So.
Right.
Yeah. So. But I would say I started falling in love with the game when I learned the process of getting better. My sister's, I met my sister's boyfriend, now husband, when I was 11, 12, and he would come home on the weekends and he would teach me. What to do. He taught me like the 1 dribble pull up, 2 dribble pull up. He taught me to be efficient with 3 dribbles or less. He'd show me the Jordan videos, Come Fly With Me, VHSs, and just started watching Jordan play and watching his highlights, and he never dribbled more than 3 times. And just looking at his footwork. And then my family was Laker fans, so we'd always have Laker games on. So started with Magic. Magic was just in the background. I wasn't really watching basketball like that. But then when I started watching, like Eddie Jones started becoming my favorite player.
I remember Eddie Jones.
And then that's when Kobe was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was watching Eddie, and then I was like watching Kobe, and then I was like, damn, I think I'm rocking with Kobe. I really like Kobe, just watching his game, because it was real similar to Jordan. It was almost, I was like, man, I feel like I'm watching the VHS tapes, but in real time. Then
it was that similar.
Yeah. Game, mannerisms. So and then just his mindset and just everything that, like things weren't handed to him. He started on the bench. He started with a lot of adversity, you know, he pushed through and just continued to get better.
He made mistakes.
And I was like, oh, I can relate to that. You know, like he's working. I'm actually seeing him excel and love the work and hold his teammates accountable. Like he's trying to figure out how to win, but he doesn't know how to yet. And he got an ego, and like just seeing all this, I was like, yeah, this is, and then I just fell in love with everything he was about. I didn't want to miss a game. I'd always watch Laker games because of him. So yeah, just, and then the mindset, I took on that mindset just by watching him. So I already knew what the Mamba mentality was before it wasn't even branded. So I was like, oh yeah,
you knew you been to a killer.
Yeah, I already knew that I'm a true competitor. Like I love seeing somebody who's good because it intrigues me. Like,
wait, and where were you in your basketball career at this point? What level were you at?
I mean, when what?
You were playing basketball, you were watching Kobe at the same time?
Yeah, so this was I would say high school.
Okay.
High school.
Okay.
Because Kobe was drafted 96, 97, I believe, and I was a freshman in 97. Okay. So that's when I started like really I switched to just all basketball. That was my number one sport. I wasn't doing baseball, I stopped flag football in 8th grade because they didn't have that in high school. I wasn't going to play. Yeah. So yeah.
Back.
I'm 41.
You're 40. Okay.
I graduated in 01.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm 43.
Yeah.
2000. So,
yeah.
Okay. I was like, there's somewhere right there.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, but learn everything through hooping. Just never know. Mm-hmm. I never knew where I was going to end up, but I knew that I was determined to be the best I could by putting in the time and effort.
Okay.
And then everything else will take care of itself after that. If I'm good enough, then it'll show. If not, then it'll show too.
Yeah.
So it was just like real time evaluations. Like sports give you that.
Yeah.
They give you what you need to work on. They give you what you you're able to know what you're good at. If people tell you.
Right.
You know, you're always being assessed by your coach, by your teammates, by your peers. So it's like, why not try to use this and get better every day?
Right. I love it. That's what I love about sports. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mm-hmm. And that motto, I think, sometimes we suffer in the real business world because we kind of get away from that model. The model of, constantly being under pressure. And good pressure, meaning always being evaluated, in everyday life by our wives, by our boss, even by our friend group, right? Being pushed. And I think we sometimes take it in a negative connotation, that, oh, why are they always, I always got something to say about what I'm doing, and most of the time I don't think it's ever coming from a bad place. I just don't think a lot of people learn how to take criticism.
Right.
Yeah.
At a high level.
Yeah. It's really hard to take criticism because it's like being coached. And if you don't like being coached, then you're going to have a difficult time, and it's like you got to learn from the person that's in charge to play your role. And the faster you play your role, the more you get to do. It's like people don't understand that. It's like once you build a trust factor with the coach and you do what he or she wants you to do, then they trust you. Now you're able to do what you want to do in a weird way. That's how sports is. That's how anything is. Like, man, how come he gets to do that? Because he's got the coach's trust. It may be skill wise. It may be, leadership wise. Some coaches have players on the court because they need them because there's nobody else. So they get that leash already. Some people got to earn it.
Right.
And once you earn it, then it actually makes you a better player, makes you a better person. Like players that got to earn and fall, like our star in their role, those are going to be the most successful people once they're done with sports. Like these superstars, they're not, it's going to be hard for them because they're so used to people catering to them and they don't know how to do all the little things. And then once they're in a world where people don't cater and there's no money, then they're just like, they got to figure shit out. Excuse my language. But
no, you literally just said something. And I know people I done played with in school that they've always been a baller. real life done hit.
Terrible.
And they gotta the way you run and jump, and that love that you've been given all this time, it don't really have the same effect.
They don't translate. They don't know. They don't understand because they didn't build those adversity traits. They didn't go through the mud to get. They didn't clean the mud off. The mud's still on them. And they trying to walk into an all white party with mud on in their jeans. Ain't nobody gonna respect that. Like, we could talk about your career in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then what else we gonna talk about? What you got to say? What are you talking about? I don't care what the Browns did. I don't care who your favorite player is. Like, what book are you reading? What are you doing right now?
What is your future you looking like?
Yeah.
What are we doing next?
Yeah.
What are we doing? No, 100%. What are we doing next?
Like, how are your relationship? Are you married? Are you have a girlfriend? Are you still playing these games? Like, if not, it's easier to filter people out because, like, you don't need that as you're trying to progress in life. You got to surround yourself by people that are on the same level as you.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I have a 33% rule. I like to 33% of people. I have to surround myself by people that know way more than me, and then 33% of people that we're at the same level, and then 33% that I can help, that I can bring up, and like, so it's kind of like I'm learning, and then the people that around me were like understanding each other. Right. We're on especially if you want to level up. Like, I know how to level up. Now it's just about putting the pieces together, and then the ones that need help too. Let's go. Come on. This is the mindset. This is what you got to do. Like, I'll show you. I'll lead you to the water. All you got to do is drink it, but it's going to be hard to drink it. But this is the steps. Come on, let's go.
I can attest to that too, and that leads me right into my next question. Actually, man, it's so much I'm trying to unpack right now. I'm not trying to skip over nothing. Can you give me? And you don't got to rush. We got time. Actually, we don't got a lot of time. But I want to hear about the overseas career, just some highlights. Because I didn't even, I had just heard the other day that you had that long of a career.
Yeah, 11 years. But these are all my jerseys. I played different countries and stuff. Yeah.
I wish I wish we were a video. Like, I wish it was live.
Yeah.
I was like, this is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just got to know what it was, and you can be brief, a highlight and even a low light, right? While you're overseas, because it's to the same effect as how you felt, I'm sure, when you went to Hawaii, when you had to lock in and focus on your craft, homesickness. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, absolutely. No, the playing overseas was a blessing. It was, I was living my dream, I was actually getting paid to do something I love. And it was a learning experience. I was able to see the world, able to indulge myself in new cultures. Like, it's an experience not being able to communicate with somebody, and not be able to know what you're buying in the grocery store. It's huge adjustments you got to make, and you're doing this alone. Like, so, and then you got to perform. So you're going through all this, and then you got to, like, actually perform. If you don't perform, you get sent home, and then you got to deal with the repercussions of that. Like, this living paycheck to paycheck. I was always betting on myself. Like, every contract I signed wasn't fully guaranteed. It was basically month to month. Like, yeah, it was a whole season, but if you have a couple of bad games in a row, cutting you and you going home, you ain't getting the rest of your contract. Like, so, it always kept me sharp. It always.
Is that why they were able to pay out bigger contracts? Because my cousin ended up playing overseas, and he was making pretty big money. He played in the NBA for a while, but then he went overseas.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't fortunate to make a whole bunch of money. I was just very smart with the money I made, and I was always intrigued on. I got an interest on just successful people, just learning about what they do, how they do it, and then I had to do it at my own level, and that's what allowed me to be able to. All my boys were like, man, you hella cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm not going to spend money on stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go buy a bottle in a club. I'm not going to go.
They trying to see the Cartier.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do, I'm not going to like, if I don't have it, I don't have it. And when I say I don't have it, it's usually because I'm trying to
do something else,
do something with it, you know? So it was like, and like, I like nice things. So nice things cost money if I wanted to get them. So it's like, I didn't have money to just throw away.
Okay.
So I was always smart, and I always knew I didn't know when my next check was going to come. So I was always smart with my money. I didn't want to spend. So I just save for a rainy day. That's why I get confused on how many people go broke, and like if you don't, you should always just think you broke. So, and then just that's my mentality. I always think I'm broke.
It's not going to last forever, right? At some point, you got to realize, especially for an athlete, your career is so short compared to the average person.
So much money in a short amount of time, though.
Yeah,
I think that's
but that's a like 0.5% of athletes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Not everybody's making the bag like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to tell all these majority of athletes, like, don't portray you're a professional. Because when you portray that, people automatically think you got the bag.
Ooh.
And it adds to your ego, and you walk around a little bit. No, but a lot of people walk around thinking they got the bag, knowing they ain't got the bag. So why are you buying $500 shoes when you got $3,000 in the bank? That don't make sense. Why you buying a Gucci belt, a Louis belt, when you ain't even, if you buy a Louis belt, you should have thousands of dollars in the bank. You should have hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is a premium product. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it like that, right, go to Walmart, get you a belt, bro. Just you ain't
get a belt.
What, you trying to show you got money for what? Because people are going to want it.
Yeah.
What, you portraying something you don't? That's what 90% of these athletes do. That's why they can't keep up with it, because when it's gone.
Which is interesting to me, because like I only see that in our culture with like our athletes, our musicians. But like when I meet wealthy, established people, they don't do that. That's not how they show their wealth. You almost have to actually go to their house before you see their wealth.
Oh, you got to ask questions.
You'll see paintings on the wall.
No, you just talk to them.
You talk to them, the knowledge that they have.
And it's like,
you see
wow,
the
I need to be around this more.
Yeah.
And then when you're around people that are blowing smoke, it's so obvious. It's so like obvious, you're painting a picture, but you empty inside. Like you're not even, it don't add up. So like I took a liking and understanding of success. Like I try to study successful people.
Yeah.
And on those traits, no flash, they're all about learning. They're all about the intel and making right decisions and planning.
Right.
And it like enjoying the process. Being around people that know the process.
Right.
And learning from it and actually applying it.
Right.
Like all the other stuff is bogus. I can't even count how many people ask me for this and that. I don't got it. I don't got it. This is what I do have.
Right. I
can help you with how I was helped by knowledge, by experience, by my experience. I can help you. And that's all you need, because now it's up to you. Because nobody cares what you got going on.
So tell me about Pure Joy and how you got that started. I mean, I know you were about passing on knowledge and So I've heard a lot about Pure Joy. I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
So I started Pure Joy with one of my teammates when I first retired from playing basketball in 2017. So I got cut from a team that I was a captain on 5 years.
Okay.
They cut me because we got a new coach that came in. The coach that signed me to long-term deals took a higher paying contract in a different country and didn't really tell me. So I only rocked with him. I only played on that team because of him.
Okay.
But he left, and then I've been on this team for 5 years, and I've been a captain. So I'm like, a lot of decisions go through me with the front office and all that. So, but when you got a new coach, it kind of just threw everything off. I didn't really like his style. He didn't really have me in his plan, and I was one of the highest paid players on the team. So he ended up cutting me, which is a shock to me, which is a shock to my teammates, a shock to the whole city. So there was a point of like almost disappointment, like embarrassment for me. So I was like, wow. But I lost the love of the game with this new coach and the whole situation in my last season. So I ended up coming home. And then one of my good friends, he's a teammate, got injured. He pulled his Achilles. He snapped his Achilles. Mm-hmm. So then the club called me to come back for the playoffs. Mind you, I've been off for a month. And I was like, hell no. I ain't going back there. I'm at home, at my parents' house. And then my teammates all called me like, bro, come on, just do it for us. Forget the team, forget the GM, forget all that. Like, just do it for us. And I was like, all right. So I went back, and then as I was back, I started planning about what I wanted to do afterwards. So
you already knew that was it after that.
Yeah, because I knew I only was there because my old teammates,
right?
Because they all hit me up,
right?
So my boy who pulled his Achilles, I was like, man, let's do some camps. So we started doing a camp. He just had surgery. He's on his chair, and we're doing camps in Mexicali. We did this camp for this nice club out there, and it was solid. It was money. I was like, damn, this was nice. Like something we love to do. I was teaching. I didn't know how to coach. I knew what I knew, but I didn't know. I've never been in a situation to teach somebody something. So I didn't know how it would be. I don't know even where I would start from. Okay. I don't even know. So as I'm doing this camp, I'm realizing, damn, I really enjoy teaching. I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down piece by piece for these kids to understand, so I can see, so they can build confidence, so I can see improvement, so we can start building piece by piece. And then we put it together, and then I was like, oh, this is something I think we could do. So we start thinking of different names, and his name was Roman. My name is Justin. It was like RJ basketball, JR basketball. And then I was reading the Book of Joy. I don't know if I don't have it here. It's the book. Yeah, I do. The Book of Joy right there, right underneath the Kobe mentality.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's with Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. He's an archbishop of something, I don't know, but they had the 4 pillars of joy, and it just talks about living life with joy. And I was like, you know what? Man, what did basketball do for me? What did it bring me? I was like, this, bro, joy. I was like, here, joy basketball. I told my boy, he started laughing. I was like, the feeling of, like when you play, you just having pure joy, and then told some of my other teammates, and they're like laughing at it too. I was like, nah, that's it. The emotion, pure joy. So then he was married. So after the season ended, we ended up losing in the finals. didn't win, but lost in the finals. And then we started building it out, or we started like putting a plan together. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put stuff on Facebook. I'm gonna be at this park. I'm gonna do a free 2-hour clinic. So I did that in Corona. I did that where he was from. He was from El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
He went to New Mexico, the Lobos out in Albuquerque. So we did free stuff out there. We would fly out there and do just a whole bunch of free stuff, and then do it just to get emails, like an email list. So we started gathering emails, and then a year, like probably 6-7 months would go by, and then his wife was like, "Can't do this no. You ain't making money. Like, you gotta figure something out to do." Mm-hmm. But that's what his wife told him. And then he sent me a message. He was like, "Yo, Jay, I can't. My wife doesn't want me to do it anymore. It's not bringing in money." Like we were making probably after expenses and hotel, like $40 each.
Oh,
like we wasn't making no money.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, "So you out?" He was like, "Yeah, man, we ain't making no money. I just can't do it."
It's like to start a business.
And then I was like, all right, man. So then that was a turning point for me. I was like, "Man, what do I do?" And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my business background. I was like, let me write a business proposal to, I started seeing the magazines in the city. I saw a magazine. I'm like, all these recreational stuff. Let me just try to get into the city, and have a Pure Joy Basketball Academy.
Okay.
So I put proposals out in all surrounding cities by where, Corona, and just so happened Corona gave me a call. I went in, talked to the people, and it was like pretty intense. Like I was like interviewed by the recreational managers and all that, and staff for the recreation, and they wanted to see what I wanted to do, and then it ended up I got a chance, and then like just growing from there. And then nice. and then I started like doing like private sessions with people and in small groups, that just hustling, going from gym to gym, park to park, just hustling like no other. I was driving San Diego every weekend, trying to build clientele out there. I was in LA. I was on getting on different apps, Thumbtack, Coach Up, just anything. I was hustling. And then I started like putting like a plan to go, okay, let me put a package together. If anybody wants to be trained by me, let me do a package so they pay less per session, and all this thing I'm trying to think of. And then it just led from there. I just started indulging in it. And then it started growing. Clientele started growing. Mm-hmm. Then I met my wife traveling, running camps in the airport. She was a lawyer, and a small talk, and I just wanted to find if she knew a law firm that did pro bono, so she can work on my contracts, right. Consulting agreements. So she knew somebody, and then that's how we started talking in a lift pool. I met her in a lift pool.
Okay.
And then we ended up just staying in contact, and then we started dating, and then I moved out to LA. Downtown LA, and then I got another city. She's like, "Why don't you try to put proposals out here in LA?" So I did Santa Monica, I did Burbank, I did Glendale, I did Los Angeles City, Malibu, like all these cities, and then Burbank and Glendale picked me up. So I started running academies out there. Okay. So I had academy in Corona, Tustin, Burbank, Glendale, and then found out we were pregnant, and I ended up just coming back to Corona, okay. and getting this house and building the court. My mom worked for the school district, and the reason how I got in schools was because I was like, man, I remember in high school there was a guy that came in to speak to us, but it was like I want to use a sport to like impact the kids and teach them like just life through the game, like fighting adversity and just improving in something and building your confidence through that process. And she was like, you know what? Let me get you in touch with the TSA, teacher on special assignment at this elementary school, Park Ridge Elementary here in Corona. And I had a meeting with her, and I told her what I wanted to do, and she's like, "Oh, this sounds good. Let me get back to you." And then she said, "You know what? 3 days later, sent me an email. You know what? I have a group of kindergartners. Just come work with these kindergartners and see what you can do." So I go. It's like 12 kindergartners. They're out there, and I'm like doing what I'm doing. And the TSA comes out, the secretary comes out, assistant principal comes out, and it's like a whole like thing,
like a clinic
that they're just like watching. Right. And I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm indulged. I'm like the kids are just like, and they're like, I'm just not teaching them the game. I'm like, when something's happening, I'm like, okay, like, you know how you're feeling right now? That's normal. Like, it's okay. We're not going to be good, you know? And I was just focusing on that and making that a teaching point. Okay. And then, transitioning that into like the game. Like they're learning these life skills and dealing with their emotions through this game of basketball. Okay. So, then I get an email 2 days later, we want you here on the regular. And then, so I'm going to Park Ridge. And then another school found out in the district, and another school found out. And then the district people found out, and then they contracted. And then it was just kind of like, they contracted me. And then I've been in school districts. I've been in the Corona Narco School District now since 2018. Okay. Started out one school, then went to 3, then like 7, now like 23 schools.
Nice. So your focus right now is currently like this area, Corona.
Yeah. So the process, the goal is to expand to more districts. So I'm learning that, the process of that, just trying to improve that process and rub shoulders with decision makers of other districts. I'm on this Boost leadership team. It's a in school and after school conference for like superintendents and like site leads. They all go, and vendors go to this conference. Okay. And it's my second year a part of it. So we have mandatory meetings every month that we put this big conference together, and it's just a whole learning experience. And it's like elope directors, like basically the people who are in charge of bringing in vendors and getting contracts for these enrichment programs go to this conference. And it's like getting to know people in different districts and make the decisions, and like, oh, what about like, what's the process? Like, are you looking to add so-and-so, you know? Right. But all these districts have had their people for so long, and they open up windows to put in bids for RFPs. And it's like, there's 1,000 companies bidding for one contract.
Right.
So I just so happened with this district, I got in a different way. I didn't have to do the proposal process. Okay. So now.
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
You just took a different route.
Yeah. It's because I knew my mom worked for the district, and she knew somebody that could give me an opportunity, but then I had to do the work. Right. I did the work, and it was good. And then it just spread like wildfire. And then I got in the back way.
So what do you think separates you from any other program that would be like this, that was so attractive to these schools? And does this replace their PE program, or is this?
No, it's just after school program. Yeah, it's after school and during school when parent or lunchtime monitors, or it's just, there's a lot of kids that are in low income areas and their parents don't have daycare funds. So the schools So the schools offer these after school programs where kids are in school all the way until 6.
Okay.
So their school day ends at 2:30, but then now this is where the after school programming comes in. So this is where enrichment programs and vendors and
you get to do
and companies.
It on school grounds.
Yeah. So we do it on school grounds. And then we go on the school campus and run our program and then leave. So, so it doesn't replace anything that their curriculums that they have through the district for the teachers.
Right.
It's just, once their teachers are done, they go home.
Gotcha. Now, and rather than just placing them in a boring after school program, they can do something like learn, be athletic, learn sports, learn values.
Yeah. So that's what, we're enriching them with different subjects and sports. And, we have music, we have different, just offering different things we can pilot them. So yeah, just trying to get into the nonprofit sector now so I could do, community events and be more of a mentor. And just so our kids can speak their mind, knowing that it's, whatever they're going through is part of it,
Right.
So they just need that bumper in life. So I feel like Pure Joy is just that, the bumper to keep them on track, because if they don't have that track at home, then at least what they see around them is going to keep them. Oh, okay. That's what I should do.
Gotcha.
So
I know you can't be everywhere at once. So how many coaches do you have on staff?
Yeah. So that's where the building process, that's where, finding quality people, and in this line of business is the turnover is really high because you're only looking at, 2 to 3 hours a day. And so you got to find transitional people that have things going, but have a passion for, like wanting to help and wanting to be a mentor and understanding the impact and filling that void in their life. So it motivates them to be even better on whatever they want to do.
Right.
So that's the challenge when you want to grow and scale. It's not as easy as you think because there's a lot that goes in at the back end. There's a lot that, there's a big investment you have to put in to grow it, so that's been a challenge, and it will continue to be a challenge because we can get more contracts, more districts, but it's a matter of getting the right people to get them. So yeah, I basically going through that first process was tough because I didn't know I thought teaching people to do what I do is they just watch me. They learn by watching, but that's not how it is. So, I found out I wasn't really good at training somebody because it's like, I thought like if I was in my position and I was watching somebody, I would pick up on what they're doing and then I would apply it and I could follow along, but people nowadays, they don't have that. They need training. They need, it's a different process. So finding people that are good at training someone to do something has been, my main thing. Pressure point, trying to release that pressure and find the right people, finding people that are better at different skills than I am.
Right.
So I can focus on the growth of the business, so that's where, how I met Treve. I just met him because I was doing, an after school program. One of my coaches called out sick. So I went to, Riverview and then I'm doing, the session and as we're walking in, I just see this guy walking in with a cooler with some energy in his step.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, so who's this dude? I was like, I'm feeling this whole energy. And he didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was, but I was like, you doing football? And like, he didn't know that I was the one that contracted the football coach for him. Oh. So he just thought I was just a regular I mean, we're all the same, but he just thought I was just the basketball coach.
Right.
And as I was doing, I was just looking at him. And I was like, and I seen how like the kids were excited with me, but then when we switched, they were excited to go to him too. I was like, hold on. You were only supposed to be excited to see me.
Yeah.
because I was like, hold on. I ain't never seen this before.
Right.
I ain't never seen this type of interaction in the kids and someone being so present with the kids. I was like, so I've always kept my eye on them ever since then. That was like years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, it was years ago. So I just wanted to see if it was just that day. So I always just wanted to see, like, he was on my radar because when you're trying to grow something, you're trying to find the right people. So just over time, just kept my eye and kept hearing things about Trevay. And then it just came to a point to where I was thinking, I was like, man, that's his energy, his aura, his intent is when I think of pure joy, I think of that. So I was like, I got to find something. I just want to ask him a few questions, see if he's interested in something more. And then that's how our relationship has grown through there. It's just him showing up every day and him creating opportunities for himself, which allowed me to see it.
Right.
And it's just him doing the work. So now, like, when that happens, it's like, if I have an opportunity, and that's one thing about owning your own business, you can give opportunities to people, and it's really up to them on what they want to do with it. So, that's one thing I really enjoy about, this whole thing, because I get to give people opportunities to excel in the things that they're passionate about, and give them a platform. And then when they get their platform, it's like,
what you gonna do?
Hey, that's what that you earned it. So, so do what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
and to your point, it was a trip, man. I just remember, Justin was already there going back to when I met him at Riverview.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I do the same thing with everybody. Like, I'm like, what's up, man?
yeah.
How you? What was your name? I'm just Trevay, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You have a good session, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gone.
Right.
You know me, man. I'm just happy, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to do the thing. At the time, Riverview was probably my favorite site too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I knew those kids compete, and it's something about being a coach is more fulfilling. Don't get me wrong, the job is always fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
But when a kid has that energy, that want to, it take you over the edge.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So now you done took me over the edge. Now I feel like I'm not giving you what's due, what I owe you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now my intensity is turned
even
up
more,
another notch, right?
Absolutely.
And it's turned up even more when I have another coach in the vicinity. Then my knob is like, it's like breaking the radar. Like I gotta break the knob. Now I gotta make the kids yell. Yeah. Now we gotta go next level. Like the whole session got to be turned up.
Yeah.
And so that's just, and I found that in this, I've been working alongside and with Pure Joy for going on 3 years now. But what I've learned is this district right here, every school, I used to think there were so many huge differences in, the sites and, everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if you just take it for what it is, the kids just want to play.
Yeah.
They want to play.
Yeah.
And in that, Ryan always says teachable moment. When you find that moment and you get that kid that's reserved, the most fulfilling thing is getting that kid that has been able to, kind of sit off to the side, not say anything, do anything, or they have like behavioral issues. They're talking back. Developing that kid is the job.
Mm-hmm.
That's the job.
Yeah.
Any kid, I got plenty of kids I can throw a football to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not about the sport. It's not about the skill. It's about building character. It's like making these kids good humans,
It do something to you.
That's all it is.
it really it does something.
That's all it is.
I can't describe it.
The sport is the tool to get their attention.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a tool in their tool bag that's going to allow them to learn these other skills that they truly need to put value on to be better, you know? And that's what the calling is. So, that's what Pure Joy is. It's just, they're just tools to make people better, you know, better human.
And so you guys are focusing on kids on the elementary school level for the most part.
Right now. Yeah, right now. But looking to do middle school, looking just different, getting more districts K through 6.
Yeah.
Because that's our market right now. But there's more markets out there. But it's
where
like
were you guys when I was growing up? That would have been awesome.
And I'm talking about,
I mean, I got into sports in the 4th grade.
No,
but if I wasn't on a team at the time, that would have been something to do.
bruh.
Yeah, and there's so many people that don't have access to team. They don't have because nobody can take them. So it's like this is their like. I want to start a elementary school league on these school campuses. Like I already introduced that to them years ago. So it's just getting the kids excited to like, you know, making them feel important. You know, maybe take team pictures for them. You know, like so they feel good. You know, you feel good, you look good.
You know what they do for them, bro?
Right.
Mindset, why a kid that they already look forward to us coming.
Mm-hmm.
They're already saying, okay, Pure Joy is coming today.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if we had them all in a curriculum where they knew they were going to be given the opportunity to do something against a completely different set of kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So the focus is more built on just them being excited about being active and not necessarily being great at the sport, or like, how do you balance that?
No, I think the focus is development. I think the focus is
development. Wherever you're at, let's start there and build it up.
If you become good in this game, that's a plus. Yeah. That's a bonus. But that's not the main thing.
Okay.
The main thing is it's going to be structured. It's going to be disciplined. You know, you're going to have to learn respect. You know, we're going to get to know you and meet you at your level. You know, I want to meet you we're not trying to like, we're just trying to help you, you know, like teach you manners, teach you what character is.
The reason I asked that, because like, you know, as you said, you're hiring coaches and things of that nature. Is it more important that this individual obviously needs to be good with kids and good with communication, but is it more important that he's knowledgeable in the sport that he's teaching, or is it more important
for the school program?
Yeah.
So that's where the issue lies for me. Like school enrichment, you don't got to be knowledgeable in what you're saying. You just got to be good with kids. You got to learn how to learn the curriculum. You just got to the curriculum has everything. But now if I'm specializing in like my basketball academy, like there's been times to where we have some coaches there that don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
And this basketball academy is designed. I want to help them get better in basketball through a professional, you know, like at dumbing it down so you understand what you're doing.
Should understand the basics.
Yeah. So I'm want to restructure that to where that's only around people that know the game, you know, basketball game. Mm-hmm. Like they're insightful. They have done it before, you know, but that's a process. So it's whether thinking I need to lower the numbers. So I just handle the basketball aspect, because that's how I wanted to be able to high level training for everyone, but then also make it exclusive. Like there's only a certain amount of spots because I want these kids to get the attention and the value that they're about to receive.
Right. And
when that happens, then it spreads like wildfire. Like right now, the academies are booming, but now parents are asking, okay, is my kid still a beginner? What's after this?
Right.
So it's like, I need to make it more structured to where if you've done the Pure Joy Basketball Academy for 2 years, now you need to go to this. And then after this, then you need to go to this. It's almost like a graduating type of system. So that's where I'm trying to get it to. And it's not about the max numbers, because when you have 30 people and 8 coaches, like that's the ratio is good, but then it's kind of like, I'd rather just adjust it to where it's like less kids, couple coaches, and it's like value. Right. And it's like,
I mean, it's an interesting concept. Because I could even see a world where like there's this kid who's not really quite ready to play on a team.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the big brother. Maybe he doesn't have the dad.
Absolutely.
And he can't get on the court because everyone knows he can't play.
Absolutely.
And then Pure Joy walks in. He gets some minutes. He gets time. He gets to build confidence.
Yeah.
And now, the next year he's got enough skills to actually try out for a team, or even just the confidence to go out there now.
That's all you need is confidence.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Most Supreme players, that's their number one skill.
Because I went through that on my own, right? I had to learn to dribble a babasketball. There was no one in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had
confidence
to get out there
is everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It's the only thing that takes you to the top.
Right. Meanwhile, having a good time. So yeah, that's why it's pure. Yeah, it so rings true. I know full circle how you got the Pure Joy name, but that to me that really works for what you're doing.
Yeah.
This whole conversation been a loop. We started off talking about Shador getting the opportunity. What was presented to Justin? How did he get into the school district?
Right. Opportunity.
Back door.
Right.
Opportunity. Everything we saying, developing his confidence. He went overseas. He got put in a uncomfortable situation. Had to grow up real quick, right? That develops confidence in a human being.
Mm-hmm.
What'd he do? He brought that confidence back home. I don't know how I'm going to get this done, but I'm confident that I can get it done.
Yeah.
Because I have already been in a tough situation and figured it out.
Yeah. You know what my number one skill is? I had to take a personality test for this Boost leadership team that I applied to be on.
It's either one or two things. It could be three. Adaptability. I feel like you adapt well. Teamwork. I'm just naming out some traits. Or like grounds crew, like you do like a lot of work behind the scenes.
Well, the number one skill is belief.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I
didn't even know belief was a skill.
Yeah, I believe in something and I do it.
That's fire.
Yeah, because that's the real process, because you have to go through doubt. Like everyone has to knock off that self-doubt wall, and once you get out of that,
hurdle. That will be your biggest hurdle.
Yeah. So once you envision something and you want something, you believe it, and you just start applying it. You just start trying and just try your best. Like daily, I try to be better than I was yesterday. If I keep that formula, today is my lowest day. I won't get lower than what I am today. And that's what gives me the confidence to keep going. Keep going. Because the plan is to be better. So there's no other choice. So today would be the lowest point. Unless you just have, you have other uncontrollables, people getting hurt, injured, whatever, but you can't control that.
Yeah, those are always.
Yeah. But anything else, I'm in control of. I'm not going to let nobody else be in control of it. Control. It just goes down to basic stuff. Control what you can control. That's it.
That's it.
So, and just believe in what you do. And if you believe it, then you'll achieve it. But I try to keep it simple, because the most simplest things are the hardest things to do consistently.
Why is that?
It's
a thing. He's not lying. It's a thing.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
But it's true though, right? Like, cause a lot of us, we know what we have to do.
Yeah, we do.
You know it. And that's what eats you up alive at the end of the day. And you find a reason to not do it.
Absolutely.
But simple done well is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah. And it's the most fulfilling because you're like, damn, gotta do that.
Who are we talking to? Oh, Chef Rosie.
Like,
you got to be your own hero.
Oh, bro, that was so fun.
Like you got to find a way. She said, Matthew McConaughey says to himself, every 10 years, he develops himself to become his own hero.
Yeah.
And do something that he was unable to do previously.
Yeah. It's a constant, it's a daily effort of improving yourself and just growing as a person. But then you have to be your number one fan. You have to be pumping yourself up.
Right.
Because if you're not doing that, then nobody's going to do it. Yeah. If you don't believe in yourself, then there's so much your mom or your coach can tell you. But if you truly don't believe it, it's going to fade out.
It's always on you at the end of the day.
Always. Yeah. There's nobody else that's in control of your destiny but you.
Yeah. Man, I'm really glad we had you on today, man. This was.
I told you.
Yeah, I mean, no, this is exactly like
this ain't
what
even
the
it.
podcast is about for us. Is why we call it Raising the Bar.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is it. I'm just saying like
he got to leave in like 14 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh, you
he's got to be done at 11:45.
Okay, there we go.
I try to tell you though.
Yeah. So
I knew it was gonna be like something we're gonna have to double back on.
Yeah,
like,
that's okay. That's okay. But before we get out of here, we got to make sure we plug you. So how can people find Pure Joy if they want their kids in it? If they want to coach with you?
Yeah.
How do you find Pure Joy?
There's two ways, purejoybasketball.com or purejoyenrichment.com. They both lead to the same.
There it is.
Same thing.
And for if your kids want to play football.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
Flag Football Academy is starting September 16th.
So excited.
Coached by yours truly.
Well,
so
too bad
excited
my
for
son
that.
don't live in the area.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get that boy right.
and I need, what is he, 12? Nate?
He 12. Yeah.
Nate 12.
He a big 12.
Yeah. He would be in my 530 group.
That boy 5'5", already well over 100 pounds.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
We're going to get it.
I'm excited. That's exciting.
So, hey, everything after talking to you, it definitely, I already had a plan, but it's like some more fire behind the plan now, right? Because, hearing about your journey, and I'm going to wrap it up. I get long-winded, you know that. But just hearing about you traveling, man, with the bag, going to San Diego, going to LA, running around, how you met your wife. You met your wife essentially
on business.
On the grind, on the grind, making no money.
No, but to me, and I told you I'm trying to wrap it up. I'm like a pastor in the South. But to me, that's purpose. And the reason why I'm going to say that's purpose is your life was being built as you were chasing a passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Purpose, right? You met the love of your life doing what you felt was the right thing to do. If that ain't purpose and God sent and planned, I don't know what is. I really don't. Bro, it's streamlined.
Do you see the constant that keeps happening?
To us, when we do interviews.
When we do these interviews, literally, if you go down the row of our last, I don't know how many interviews at this point, Chef Dylan, Chef
Nikki.
Rosie, Nikki,
Andre.
they all, Andre, they all met their spouses on the grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Believing in the impossible and believing when people would stop.
Yeah.
So it's,
it's fulfilling to hear.
Yeah, it's the way to end this podcast right now. If you believe,
you can achieve.
I'm done. Thank you for listening to another episode of Raising the Bar with Ron Trevay. If you like what you heard, do us a favor and share the podcast with a friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast also. New episodes every Wednesday. You can leave us a comment on the episodes where you stream them on Instagram at rtb.podcast or send us a direct email at rtb.podcast25@gmail.com. That's rtb.podcast, 25 @gmail.com. See you next week.